Alright, so welcome back, guys. I want your first time here. I'm Vision here, Blind Art Champions in our video. Today we're talking about some big news regarding Power Rangers merchandise. Now, Power Rangers, some your instant over there. Hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that bell icon. There's some more Power Rangers content from me. Moving forward. Now, let's begin. Now, the big news regarding Power Rangers now comes from the merch side today. Now, this was reported by the Legacy of Nerd, and it's being reported that Power Rangers have teamed up with Funko again and are gonna release a new line of Power Rangers Zeo Funko Pops in 2026. Now, this is interesting and exciting news. I'm a huge Funko Pop collector, so I'm excited for this. But I've said this for years now. Well, not years, but for however long I've been talking about Power Rangers here. But I've been saying it for a while now that they should at least be somewhat working with Funko and Power Rangers. Like, it's literally a gold mine. Like, I don't understand why they wouldn't, because one, for collectors like myself, it'd make big bucks. For average fans, they're going to get them. And with Funko and how they do things there, you could do a lot of, like, chase or exclusive Funko Pops for different seasons. This new line will exclusively focus on the Zeo Rangers. So I'm excited for that. We know we're getting Zeo Ranger Red because they are releasing a new line of Tommy Pops. I think they're already out. I'm not sure. I saw that you could get them off Hot Topic. I tried to get mine, but they're already sold out. I don't know if that was for pre-order or if they're out yet, but yeah, the new Tommy one's already out that we're releasing this year. That's with in his Zeo form, Turbo form, and Black Dino Thunder Ranger suit. So those are already out. So we already have the red Zeo Ranger. So we're probably either going to get a new reprinted one of Tommy or just the rest of the other 6 Zeo Rangers. Now, again, I'm really excited for this. Again, the idea of them, moving out to different seasons, because for the most part, they've been focusing primarily on MMPR, of course. They did last year the MMPR Rangers for the 30th year anniversary. They just released the ones for the 1993 movie, or is it 1995? I can't remember what year that was. But the 90s movie, the pops for that just came out. And they've had some out throughout the year that came out that were majority of MMPR. So them branching out into other seasons of PR is definitely exciting and interesting news. Like I said though, Funko is a gold mine for them. You could make a bunch of money off of Funko Pops if they branch out into that merchandise lane. Like, you could do, like I said, exclusives. Like, you could do a chase where, you have the regular Zeo Ranger, and then there's a chase where it's, them without their helmet on. You could do exclusives like that. You could do, a free pack for the Gold Zeo Ranger. Since the original one is Trey from Trifolia, and it's 3 different people. Or you could just do Jason, of course. But there's a lot of opportunity here. If they even wanted to, right now it's just said that they're branching into Zeo line. Does that just mean the Rangers, or could that mean they would also branch out into the villains? Like, they could do King Mondo and the rest of the Machine Empire. I think that'd be very cool and, a great way to expand of that line of Funko Pops. I think that would be a great idea for them. And see how well the Zeo Pops sell. Like I said, the ones for Tommy are already sold out in a Hot Topic near me, so I'm gonna have to go find them somewhere. But depending on how this does, maybe it'll branch into Turbo or In Space or RPM or Time Force or some of the more popular seasons, depending on how well the Zeo Pops sell. So, I think this is a really exciting time for PR. We got the Reboot series. We got, Amy Jo possibly returning. And all this stuff is going on in regards to the PR franchise. I think 2026 is going to be a big year for PR. And I'm really excited. We've had a 2-year hiatus now. Like I said, I thought that their hiatus originally was for them to reevaluate where the franchise has been and where they wanted to take it. And I think we're starting to see them going to realizing where they wanted to take the franchise. They're moving it to Disney Plus, doing a whole reboot series. Now they're branching out with merch. I feel like a lot of things are aligning where Power Rangers is probably going to come back next year, and hopefully they do a good job in promoting it, and it can have this big comeback for at least Power Rangers fans. I think that'd be a great thing. Merchandise is always is always a good thing to go with PR. It also makes me wonder: could the new reboot series maybe focus on Zeo? Maybe again, I'm not sure. This could again, I'm just speculation, but maybe they're bringing out the Zeo Pops to coincide with the new series. Again, this is all U.S. original stuff, so part of me feels like that's not the case. It probably is just that's the line that they're going with next year, and depending on when the show comes out, it'll just come out and not have any relationship to the Zeo Pops if it comes out next year. My prediction is at least part of the season will come out in 2026. If you look at usual shows, like they'll release the first like half of the season in like the fall or whatever. Meanwhile, they're still filming the second half up until November. So depending on how the show is laid out, how many episodes, I do suspect it'll come out next year. Again, maybe correlated with this Funko Pop release. But I'm excited. Merchandise is always something I always think is good and exciting. PR doesn't always do a good job of it. I remember with the Lightning Collection, a lot of shelves in stores were bare with it. They didn't do a good job selling the Zords. I think it was during the Ninja Steel or Dino Fury era. I don't think they did a good job there. So hopefully they can do this better. I definitely think selling Funko is a lot easier than the rest of the merchandise because there are a lot of different stores that'll buy it and everything like that. So I'm excited. I think that this is a good time to be a Power Rangers fan. We got a lot of good news and good stuff coming out. Of course, we got the comics still going. So yeah, I think we got a lot of good positive things to look forward to on the horizon. I know a lot of fans will argue and say, Power Rangers is dead. This is all fake news and everything. But again, I think we're headed in the right direction, and I do see that as 2026 to be a bright spot and probably a return for the Power Rangers franchise moving forward. But those are just my thoughts, opinions. Let me know your thoughts, opinions about this. Are you excited for these new Power Rangers Funkos? Are you a Funko collector? Do you wish they would have done something different? Are you glad that they're branching out into a different season other than MMPR? Or do you not care and you're not a Funko collector? Let me know all that good stuff in the comment section down below. So yeah, guys, those are my thoughts, opinions regarding the new Power Rangers Zeo Funko Pops being released next year. As always, if you like this video, don't forget to big thumbs up and share. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that bell icon. This is our Power Rangers content from me moving forward. And go follow me on Instagram, Twitter, which are linked in that section of my YouTube channel. As always, I'm Vision here, Boy Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.